Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. It's not quite bad enough for the air conditioning, but boy oh boy, it's a bit warm today. Okay, what I want to have a look at in this particular video, goodness me. Oh, first of all, when you go to the No Kings Parade, put your costume on, have fun, even if it's just a fun mask. Make sure you have a number written down if it's an emergency contact. I've heard if you put your phone into plane mode, you can still record, and it would be very quick. It would be a lot quicker to remove it from aeroplane mode than to actually switch it off. But if you're wanting some tips and tricks, hop over to, I think it's nokings.org, and go into their little training segment, and it'll give you some tips and tricks for the No Kings March. But have fun, stay peaceful, enjoy, sing, dance, etc. Know that if you are there peacefully, if you are there singing and dancing and having fun and chatting with others who are dressed up just as hilariously as you, the optics are horrific. Now, it came out that the ICE agents beat up the giraffe that was singing a song in Portland. He's going to sue he's come out and said he's going to sue their backsides off. He's set up a GoFundMe page and has already raised about just under 100,000 in regards to that. Okay, but most of all, stay safe, and I know you will. Okay, entertainment only. Do not be afraid. That's what they want. They want fear, they want chaos, and that will give them control. They cannot control hilarity, mockery, etc. So just be aware of that. Right, what do I want to have a look in this particular reading? I'm going to use my runic tarot, fairly dark deck. I'm on grandma duties again this afternoon, so I'm just keeping an eye on the time. I want to have a look at, I'm heading over to the UK at the moment. Now, there's a guy in the UK called Tommy Robinson. I'm sure you've all heard of him. Absolute ghastly piece of work. If you're a supporter of Tommy Robinson, don't even bother going any further on this video. We shall see you later. So Tommy Robinson, as a UK MP, said in Parliament, he's a racist, hate, I can't even read my own writing. I keep saying this. A racist hate preacher. That's what she said. And he is. He's a ghastly piece of work. I've read on him before, and he has aligned himself with Nigel Farage, and he's one of these ones that he organised the Unite UK rally the other day, which was basically hate everybody unless they're squeaky white male landowners. Yeah, he's a horrible person. But anyhow, aside from that, it turns out, okay, so he's got a court case going up at the moment. He was arrested for failing to comply with counter-terrorism orders. Yeah, thinks he's above the law. And there have been rights for MI5 to investigate him. Now, why would MI5 investigate him? Because Tommy Robinson, it's not his real name. I think it's about his third name. It's not even anywhere remotely like his real name. I think his real name is something that sounds Middle Eastern from memory, his real surname, which is why he's changed it to something very British. But anyhow, yeah, the Ace of Swords. He's up against some serious legal action because he came out and said that Elon Musk, Flea-on, the parasite on the back of the United States taxpayer, is paying for Tommy Robinson's legal costs and has been doing so for every court case that he's had to face for quite a while now. Okay, now, he was supposed to front court and his lawyer said, oh, oops, he can't. He's out of town for quite some time. Wonder where he was going. Wouldn't happen to be Israel. So apparently he is being met and entertained by that other felon, Netanyahu. Okay, so Apparently his court case is delayed because he's taken a trip to meet and greet and be fawned over by Netanyahu. These, Now, this has always been going on, this level of corruption, so it's always going on, but it's become more blatant and it's actually happening out in the open. Before it used to be behind the scenes and quiet and on the down low, don't tell anybody. Now it's just out there for everybody to see. So, what do I want to have a look at? I have no idea in regards to this. Is Tommy Robinson going to find himself, he's a far-right agitator, having his legal fees paid for by Flea-on, a foreign entity who has control of a lot of social media and satellites and all sorts of things? What do we need to know about? What's going to happen here? Oh, okay. Come on down. I've got two cards flipped out. This one flipped out first, and then this one came afterwards. So we'll go in the order that they came out. Got my little cheat sheet sitting there. What do we need to know? I'm going to leave that upside down because my deck isn't upside down and it deliberately flipped out upside down. The star card upside down. Now, I don't usually read upside down. I find it very difficult to read upside down because I haven't learnt the meanings of them upside down. But it's pretty much just the opposite of what the star stands for. The star card, when it's up the right way, which is up that way, not for me, it's up that way at the moment. The star card is usually about the best of democracy, for the people, of the people, hope, healing, everything that is good and wonderful, and defending against the Kraken. Defending the people, it's about defending the people against the Kraken. So I'm asking, well, just what do we need to know type thing. Well, the star card's upside down. It's not about democracy, it's about autocratic dictatorship. This is what Tommy Robinson is all about, autocratic dictatorship, not for the people, it's for Tommy Robinson and his cohorts, his cronies, Nigel Farage being one of them. These two make Boris Johnson look like an amateur. It's just everything that is against. He's a far-right agitator, a racist hate preacher, he's just a ghastly piece of work, and you wouldn't believe what the next card was, the devil. The challenge for Tommy Robinson is the investigation into the devil and the devil's dealings. That's his challenge that he's facing. I'm curious as to whether he's actually going to come back. Let's have a look. At the foundation, I'm just asking about, and what do we need to know, is the Page of Pentacles. Financial payments, information about financial payments coming out. This is a guy who is, I don't know that he's uneducated, but he's not very well educated. Sort of risen through the ranks of thuggery and is very wealthy. So he's being paid. So this is information about payment coming out, and I think Elon Musk paying for his legal costs is the tip of the iceberg. Okay, let's see where it goes. In the past, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, a money trail in the past. Can be working hard to bring something to fruition. The apprentice and the master potentially being the Flea-on and the apprentice being Tommy. But to me, this is money trail. There's a money trail there. Okay, the Page of Swords, a whistleblower coming forward, crowning this reading. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles. Now, it can be the giving and receiving help, but for me, if you have a look at this card, you've got a figure in the foreground that's been tossed out of the ranks, and the ranks have been closed behind him. Now, again, it was Robinson that said that it was being paid for Musk. He might find himself tossed out of the ranks because he blabbed. Oh, they always blab. But he might find himself cast adrift. Okay, let's see where this goes. Externally for him, the Ten of Cups, it's the Hall of Valhalla where so-called warriors pass over after passing, celebrating the Emperor up the end there externally. But it's an ending card. Ending, as a lot of information comes out with that Eight of Wands. The media is not going to hold back on this. King of Swords, in the hopes and fears, big legal action. Tommy Robinson and his family are going to find themselves trapped by the messaging. You've got the manipulation, and then you've got the Judgment card. I haven't looked at the ruins, but and then you've got Homeland Security, and you've got Strength. Seeing what's coming up. Mercenary action. Oh, yes, okay. His mercenary actions are going to turn into a nightmare, and there'll probably be connections to the Kremlin. And then you've got the Queen of Swords, and he's going to find himself again cast adrift. And then the Ten of Pentacles, again an ending of the Money card. I think he made a stupid move putting Flea-on in it. He thinks he's another one of those that thinks he's in the upper echelon ranks of these moneyed oligarchs that are trying to control the world. But this is okay, thank you. I got that it is going to lead to investigation. I just got told into Flea-on, and Flea-on ain't going to be happy about it. Yeah, I mean, I poker shuffled these back in, and if I split the deck, there they are again. Ending. Finding himself cast out. Money cut off, potentially. MI5 investigation. Is this going to lead to an MI5 investigation into Flea-on? Oh boy, didn't expect it to go this way. I think Robinson's going to find himself cut off from his welfare. Yeah, 10 of Cups, ending. There's MI5 on the bottom with the Homeland Security. Is Tommy Robinson going to be cast adrift? I'm just going to throw a couple of cards. Is Tommy Robinson going to find himself cast adrift by the moneyed entities for blabbing? They can't help themselves, can they? King of Cups, Five of Swords, and Death card. Yeah, I think he is. I mean, endings. Abuse of power, betrayal, deceit, win at any cost type thing. The King of Cups, the negotiator, the diplomat. Flea-on's a water sign, isn't he? So Flea-on, yeah, I think he's going to. Eight of Swords, Six of Cups, and the Temperance card. Trying to detoxify the family held hostage. I'm going to say yes, I think he is. I think he is going to be cut off. Okay, couldn't happen to a nicer guy. He might find himself and his family with having their house repossessed or something along those lines. Okay, let's have a quick look, just very quickly. Is he going to return from Israel? Is Tommy Robinson going to return to the UK from the Middle East? Is he going to return to the UK from the Middle East? Don't know that the UK has an extradition order for Israel between them. I don't know. Not going to look it up. Is Robinson going to return? A lot of news coming out quickly with the 8, High Priestess, secrets being revealed, the bison, talking about the bison in the room, an offer being made, a false friend with that Knight of Cups, 9 of Swords, betrayal, stabbed through the back, Strength card, and the Knight of Swords, a harsh truth, nightmares, polar bear, could mean Arctic Circle, country in the Arctic Circle. Could also just mean strength of the nightmare here, and he's going to do something really rash. The 8 of Swords. He might find himself arrested. And there's Russia. And the Fool. And cutting the losses. Tommy Robinson might be. And then there's the 7 of Swords, sneaking into camp and sneaking in and betraying. Tommy Robinson might find himself becoming a liability to, where's Russia, and this down here looks like it spells P-U-T something. The contracts and agreements, the mercenary actions, and then cast out, King of Swords, and the Emperor, bringing an ending where he's abandoned out in the cold, and 5 of Swords. Mr. Robinson may find himself, because he blabbed about his connection with Flea-on, a liability. And we know what happens to liabilities. I'm sure Ivana could tell you, seeing her non-disclosure agreement ran out, I think it was the day after she fell down the stairs, something along those lines. Let's have a look. Two ex-casino bosses, the day before they were supposed to testify against the Orange Twerp in regards to casino bankruptcy and laundering. Their helicopter happened to crash. No survivors. We know what happens to liabilities. Okay, is this going to lead to MI5 investigating Flea-on? Is Flea-on, what's going to happen to Flea-on in regards to this? What is going to happen to Flea-on? There's so much to look into. What's going to happen to Flea-on? Well, going to hang on to what is really important and burn down the rest with that 4 of Pentacles. Challenged by the Page of Wands. Defiant information coming out. Defiance at the attempt to, this is my Ukraine card as well. Vive la résistance. Slava Ukraine, vive le frog. Page of Wands, this is defiance in continuing with some sort of plan. That's his challenge. He's going to find himself challenged. Dark money behind the scenes is what he's stewing in at the moment. Dark money. Oh, boy. The 7 of Swords in the past. Betrayal. Sneaking into camp. Stealing. Crowning this reading. His life of the energy that's over him at the moment is this 9 of Pentacles, untouchable. He thinks he's untouchable due to his money, but how's it going to go? An investigation into trying to stay in the shadows as the carnage is being investigated. Money trail. Externally, there's a money trail. Internally, trying to put up roadblocks with that 9 of Wands. hopes and fears. So is Flea-on, yeah, movement forward, connections to military, perhaps with the Chariot, the outcome, King of Swords, Emperor, and Eight of Cups. Crusty old dragon chewing on the branch here while the squirrel takes off with one of the cups. Eight of Cups might think he's all hunky-dory, but we've got this squirrel here taking off. Queen of Cups, something not yet revealed that will come forth. And there's all that backstabbing happening again. You've got the Hierophant. You've got the Knight of Cups. You've got the Two of Cups. Entrapment. Knight of Swords and Defiance with the Five of... I think he's going to be under investigation and he's not going to like it because he has no control over the UK. Now, Starmer came out and sort of did his sort of limp lettuce leaf attempt to, oh, nothing's going to happen about this. Is Flea-on going to be investigated by MI5? And how's that going to pan out? How's Two of Cups fell out. I'll just do a couple of cards because I am on a time limit. This is contracts and agreements. The world coming to an end. Now, also this reminds me of Raiders of the Lost Ark, the last near the end, where the greedy Nazis looked into the Ark of the Covenant and turned to dust. Knight of Cups, an offer being made. False knight, a false offer. Entrapped and Tower. Waving a flag of surrender, or it can simply be the false victory. And have a look at the symbol at the top there. It's not quite, it's nearly there. The investigation into the devil. Could be victory against with the investigation into the devil. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I think MI5 are going to have a look. And Flea-on is, oh, look at Spotty Dog, having a snooze. He's moved from under the table. Happening quicker than we think it is. So yeah, keep an eye on, first of all, what's going to happen with Robinson. And secondly, Flea-on. Okay, gonna leave it there. Love to you all. Take care.